Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is your host, JC, Everyday Thoughts. Everyone gather around, should be a good one today. Veteran life coach, motivational speaker, a man of God, a husband, and a brand new father. So congrats to my wife and I. Today's topic is, how a man treats you should be more important than how much you love him. Let me say this again. How a man treats you should be more important than how much you like him. And why do I say this? Is because, like I said, men and women, we both have urges to be with the opposite sex. But the thing about it is, as a woman, you have to make sure that he's treating you right, treating you with respect, and putting his all into you. It shouldn't just be a one-sided relationship, meaning you putting your all into him, he just taking. And the one thing why a lot of men just take and don't want to put back is because a lot of times, as a woman, you don't have a standard for yourself. And I always go back to the job. It's like, a job has a standard. Okay, what time they expect you to be there? 8 o'clock. Okay, your lunch may be at 1 o'clock. Your break may be at 3:15, and you clock out at 7, 8, 9, 9 o'clock at night. And they have a standard. And you know what I'm saying? You don't abide by the standard, then guess what? They get rid of you. So that's the thing that a lot of men don't. That's one of a lot of women don't really realize, is that it's just like business world. Like, you got to be conscious about, you got to have your own standards, you got to have your own core values about what you're about. And a man, either he wants to oblige by them or he's not. Well, a lot of times with women is that you get caught up with all your feelings, your emotions with a man. Like I said, you got history with a man, or you feel like, okay, well, I got a man, I want to keep him, I want to keep him happy. But deep down, you're not happy with yourself. You feel like it's not going nowhere. You don't feel like it's improving. And you don't want to break it off because you feel deep down, you feel insecurity. You feel like, hey, I don't want to start all over again. I'm tired of being lonely, etc. But once again, that's better than being with a man who's inconsiderate about you. And, the old saying is, being with half a man better than no man at all. I completely disagree. Being with no man, being to yourself, being holy, being free to yourself is more powerful than being in relationships with a man who don't give a crap about you. To be reasonable. And a lot of things, you don't waste your time, your good years, dealing with toxic, narcissistic men. Don't have time for all that. You know what I'm saying? Have a standard. And my thing about me is that, like I said, myself personally, I have a standard as far as anybody. I have a standard as far as who I talk to, who I associate myself with. I don't care if it's friends, family. I don't care if it's bosses, co-workers. It doesn't matter to me. I have a standard as far as how you're going to talk to me, how I'm going to talk to you. And that's just what I go by. And I had to get to a point to myself, like, hey, why people like walking over me, why people just feel like they can say anything they say to me. Well, because guess what? I didn't know who I am. I didn't know my value. I didn't know my worth. And once I figured out who I was, then I'm like, hey, I'm not going to put up with any kind of nonsense. And you got to have the same mentality. And the thing about a lot of women is that, like I said, y'all have so much to give, so much love to give to a man. But trust me, if it's to the wrong man, it's going to be more detrimental to yourself, your own sanity, and it's not going to help yourself out in the long run. And in hindsight, like I said, just how often wait for that man to come into your life who's pure, who wants to marry you, wants to be genuine, going to be monogamous with you. That's what you want. You want someone who genuinely loves you, care about you, want to check up on you, all throughout the day. It's not just a booty call, it's not just late at night, want to check on your kids, want to make sure you're doing all right, making sure he's cool with your mom, make sure he's cool with your dad, family, etc. Somebody you can, invite to the family barbecue. And that's how a man you want to be with. That's how a man you should hope to strive to be with. And anything less is just, waste your time. And for me personally, like I said before, I don't have time to waste it. Like, you have, time to waste, you have years, decades to lose, and hey, that's on you. But I know for me, that ain't for me. Like I already did. I married my wife, got a kid, we got a child, and we booming. Cool with our pops. We go out. We was out working past week. That was fun. So And then her brother's a professional chef, so it's always good to go over his house and have a good meal. So I'm good, you know. And it had to take patience. I had to be humble. I had to be like, you know, not willing to sell them, and I didn't. And guess what? God had blessed myself. He blessed me with a beautiful daughter and a wife. So I'm blessed. So I can just speak on my truth. You know what I'm saying? That it's possible out here, but you just have to have that mindset and not settle for less. Cause man, they will trust you. They will test you, and you gotta be the one like, hey, not here. You any kind of foolishness, that's somewhere else. You ain't gonna play that same game with me. I got more self-love, self-respect, self-dignity to be ran over and not really being valued like I'm supposed to be. Cause guess what? Like I said, you only got one life in this world, and how you want to spend it, that's on you. But that's all I want to say. Like I said, until next time, I'm out with JC, Everyday Thoughts. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. But yeah, but until next time, I'm out, JC, Everyday Thoughts.